It's insane. So someone said I would actually enjoy watching What is a Woman, and I think they're talking about Matt Walsh. Now I've heard of this guy. I heard about the whole he like talked to an African tribe or something like that, and he asked them what was a woman, and it's crazy. I looked it up, and then Hassan Anabi popped up. Now I've heard a lot about Hassan, and said Matt Walsh gets owned in his own documentary, right? And as I went to the video to check it out, I looked at the video and I looked at the comments, and it said, "You mean Matt Walsh owned everyone who can't answer what is a woman? This is embarrassing. You kind of proved Matt's point. Thanks, Hassan, for making Matt even more popular. This is what happens when you clout chase the wrong way." Dude, you actually wow. Wow. And it's crazy because I actually left a comment one time in Hassan's stream a long time ago when I was doing my thing, hop between streams, just chilling when I had some off time of not doing videos, like on my older channel. And damn, I kind of used to like fuck with Hassan, but now it seems like true colors are being shown again. Like, I played 39 seconds of this video. Funny, what a number. And yeah, it's kind of sad. We need people to stay in the middle, not be far left or right on certain things. Not in terms of the government, Republican or Democrat, no. But in literally, like, we need people to be reasonable about things. I don't know if Matt Walsh goes insane on trans people in his documentary, but at the same time, I don't even know what I'm not even trying to really defend it. It's like there's no problem with trans people themselves. There's a problem with the literal ignorance to biology itself. That's all I'm saying. I think it was really weird to see the Supreme Court Supreme Court judge, who was, I'm pretty sure, recently hired, but I don't know this for a fact because, again, don't pay attention to this stuff, that was asked what is a woman and was puzzled. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, see, when it gets there, like, you can see that there's an underlying deeper reason that they're doing this. That was crazy. She was puzzled. She was stunned. She was a woman stunned on what a woman was. Like, it's getting way, like, reality can be whatever you want personally, but the collective doesn't have to agree with it, because then that steps on everybody else's free will. I just think that there shouldn't be any harm or danger to any one of these beings or whatever you choose. But yeah, I literally clicked into the first, like, the reason I was talking about Hassan is, like, I literally started the video and he just was literally, like, trying to stomp on him, and then I'm pretty sure I see his chat in the top left just absolutely, like, agreeing with him, man. It's like a cult sometimes. Like, I would never want my, like, this is a point right now for anyone who watches me. Don't ever follow me like a cult, and don't ever follow all my facts or opinions as true. Have your own mind, because he's sitting here just berating him. Matt Walsh is a horrible person, just a disgusting human. What does that make you if you're able to just say it like this? And then your comments look like that. That's weird. That's weird. All right. I think we're gonna do what is. This channel is Jordan Peterson Hub of What is a Woman Best Moments. I might watch that because I don't know. Marvel's She-Hulk takes the crown for this feminist BS. This is by Matt Walsh. I think I'll do best moments. I'll do best moments. This is by Jordan Peterson Hub. So yeah, let's go. I'll save this and just see the best moments. And maybe Awaken with JP also has a video, and that's the one. I didn't get the right. I don't think I got the video straight recommended. But here we go. This is part 1, so I'll just check this out and tell me if you want part 2.
With the fluidity of these things, how do I know if I'm a woman? You know,
That's a great question.
I like scented candles. And
Yeah.
I've watched Sex and the City.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
so how do I know?
Yeah, Matt, that question right there, like, that question.
Also, again, really good point to make. I'm not defending Matt Walsh. I don't know him personally. Don't know really anything about him or Hassan's true nature. Don't know them in person. So I would never ride for someone that I can't completely know. But I'm going on the surface level of what I see and hear. And we'll see how much of a bad person he is from these clips.
Is like
maybe he's
when
intense.
it's asked with a lot of curiosity, right? That's the beginning of a lot of people's like gender identity development journeys.
If my mom who gave birth to me is a woman, and my wife is a woman, though I haven't asked her, maybe I should. But if they're all women, and also the boy who sits down with you and says, I think I'm a girl, actually is one, then what is a woman?
Yeah. Great question. I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that.
I don't care if you think you're a sheepdog and you come into my store. It don't matter to me. Just don't come in and try to shove that shit down my throat.
If it makes someone feel better, what about their feelings?
I don't give a shit about their feelings. I'm old.
What about in the Star Wars universe? Jar Jar Binks, pansexual, do you think? Transgender?
Why would I even care?
If it's his truth.
Well, it ain't true.
You're not a scientist. You're not a gender studies major. Or are you?
No.
No? Okay. How do you know that you're a man?
How do I know that I'm a, I guess because I got a dick.
So what?
Stupid. I love
What
it.
is a woman?
Why do you ask that question?
Oh my
I
god.
just really like to know.
What has me stuck is they don't just straight up say it. They what? I didn't watch Hassan's full video, but I really hope my man wasn't out here defending behavior like this. Because if Hassan gets asked the question, what's he gonna say? I don't know.
What do you think the answer to that question is?
Well, I'm asking. That's why I came to a college professor who's this is what you do.
This is a college professor?
What other kinds of answers have you gotten?
He seems agitated.
A lot of like this where you're not answering, and I've gotten a lot of that. So
I think it's interesting that you say that some of the people you've interviewed have been reluctant to answer it, and I think that has a lot to do with the questions that preceded it and the way that you've conducted yourself in the interview.
He's
how have I conducted
chilling.
myself?
How do you think you've conducted yourself?
You just really don't want to answer the questions, do you?
No, bro, no. From these clips, oh my gosh, he's staying so composed, bro. What? This is his behavior like that when asking questions like that is exactly what have gotten people pissed with me in the past. People just don't like when you're really composed, but it's a literal it's a serious matter, but it's such a simple thing to be handled. Like, how can you? Damn, I'm over here biting the bottle because I'm like nervous for future generations, bro. Oh my gosh. Like Dave Chappelle said, if you're a good person and you got some sense, I added that got some sense part. Have kids, save the world.
Today, very willing and enthusiastic about answering questions about women's and gender sexuality studies, which is
So
the
you
work that I
wanted
do.
you wanted to answer questions about women's studies, and so shouldn't the first answer you should be able to provide is what exactly is a woman?
Well, for me, it's actually a really simple answer, and that's a person who identifies as a woman.
But what are they identifying as?
As a woman.
But what is that?
As a woman.
Do you know what a circular definition is?
I do.
It's sort of like what you're doing right now. A woman is a woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you're seeking what we would call in my field of work an essentialist definition of gender. I think it sounds like you would like me to give you
An essentialist definition.
set of biological or cultural characteristics that are associated with one gender or the other.
I'm not seeking any type of definition. I'm just seeking a definition.
Yeah, and I gave you.
Whoa, bro, that is scary, man. It's even scary to look at them. Like, it's not that hard. If you want to defend people who genuinely don't think that they are a woman, or things like that, or don't identify with it, cool, go ahead. But when it comes down to truth, like, or when it just comes down to wanting to appear like someone who has sense, literally all you've got to do is just be like, hey, a woman is this, blah blah blah, she has specific parts that make her a woman, they give birth, not a man, don't, inseminate things, hey, is what it is, this is a woman. But we have those who feelings, we should care about, not saying you have to, but it should be nice to, just respect what they want to be and move forward. But it's gotten to the point where it's an unhealthy amount of protecting that one side, to where it's like creating this, it's just insane. It's weird. It's very weird.
Sure.
At what age can a child
Weird,
first begin to transition into another gender or identify themselves as a gender different from how they were born?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's research and data that show that babies and infants understand differences in gender.
I don't know if you've ever heard of people in the trans-abled community. These are people who are physically able-bodied but feel like they should be.
That clip right there, I don't know, is that true? Does a baby try to go suck like on a man boobie? I don't actually know that one. That one feels like it could. I don't feel like a literal baby could identify, but there's like could know which one is the mom. I've seen like that happen before, where you like a baby knows which one is its mom and dad, but I don't know if it's just maybe the connection between the hearts. I don't know. There was something I read about that before. Who knows? Who knows? Let's just keep going. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think like literally being present to make that. I have no idea. Jesus, like that. It just gets weird in areas like that, because like if a baby's born with a little dingle, it's a boy.
Disabled or identify as such. For example, a man who has two arms but feels like he should have one. If a man in this kind of marginalized community went to the doctor and said, I want to have my arm cut off, do you think that
doesn't have anything to do with gender identity.
well, it's someone's self-identity, how someone identifies?
That's someone who has and I'll accept it as a mental diagnosis, a psychiatric condition. I don't even pretend to know what aptomenophilia is all about, but somehow it's the idea that you're fascinated or charmed by having a limb or part of a limb missing. Okay, I would say that's, pardon my non-medical language, kooky.
You don't see any? You think this is totally irrelevant?
Yep.
Wow. Oh, there's the tribe. Wow. Damn. She said, pardon my non-medical language. It's a bit kooky. I mean, should we do part 2? Is there like a part 3? Let me see. Let me just click.
Defining.
See, is there a part 3? No, part 2 would be it. Let me close this out, because that's just a bit much. Like, I don't like clicking into someone's video and just hearing them completely just tear someone apart in the beginning, and like then trying to act morally better than them. That's just weird, bro. Like, if you're gonna come correct, don't let your ego go to your head. Anyways, much love, Moonlight. I'll see you on the next one. If you want part 2, here it is. I'm out of here. Peace.